What's up, Homegrown Filmmakers? Annie here with another vlog, and today, Philip and I are going on a tech scout! So, it is the final week before production for my short film, Save Lives, Apologize, which means it is hurry up and get a bunch of work done week, because we've been slacking a little bit, so we have a lot to do. And today we are on our way to our location, which is a school, and we're just going to take a look around. Philip is here as production designer, and he needs to see the location, see the layout, see what's on the walls, and just so that he has an idea of what he will need to bring in order to make the set. Max would also have come if he weren't working because he needs to see the lighting setup, so we're just going to take a bunch of videos and pictures of the lighting and just kind of what they have in there. It's pretty cool. Okay, so what is a tech scout and how is it different from a location scout? Location scout is just mainly either the location manager or the director going and checking out a location to see if this will work. Does it fit with film? Does it, fit your vision? So we already did a location scout. We went and looked at the school. Yes, it would work for us. So we went through the process of, booking the school and actually getting approval to shoot there. So now we're headed on a tech scout. And how is it different, Philip?
I'd say location scout is for the director to go, oh yeah, this we could film here and we could do this, and they're seeing how the location will fit in the art of the film, in terms of how it will look and what they want it to look like. But they see it in a bit more of what it could be. Yeah. And then the tech scout is for everybody else to go there and figure out how they're going to match the director's vision in terms of actual, what lights are we going to use? How are we going to redecorate these walls? How are we going to get this area to look like what we want it to look like and not what it currently looks like?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're kind of on like a little mini tech scout because it was only Philip and I on like an official tech scout. Let's see who would be coming. It would be the first assistant director who's in charge of organizing everything, so they need to know what it looks like, where there's parking, where there's bathrooms, where are we going to put all the people, where are we going to put all the equipment, and that's what they're thinking about. You have art director who's looking at, like Philip said, what's on the walls, how can we make it look like what the director wants it to look like. Someone else who comes along is the sound engineer to literally just have everyone be quiet and listen to the sound. If there's constant airplanes, if the lights buzz, if there's a train, if there's a highway, they need to know that. And if it's too bad, then they can recommend to the producers and to the director that we not shoot here because it's going to be a nightmare. Another place that's a nightmare to shoot for sound is by running water. So rivers, waterfalls, it's just not a good place for sound. Somebody else who comes on a tech scout is the director of photography. They need to know what it looks like. They need to know what kind of camera gear they're going to bring. And they collaborate really closely with the director to start mapping out the action, where the actors are going to be, where the camera's going to be, and how you're going to shoot it.
What kind of outlets and stuff there is, if they're going to bring a generator to power the lights.
Well, yeah, that if on a bigger shoot where there's a director of photography and a gaffer, so the gaffer is in charge of the lighting and the lights, and the gaffer will be looking at electricity, what the lighting's like, what kind of lights he will have to bring in. If there is no gaffer, then that is under the direction of the DP, the director of photography. We are entering Wilkeson, which is this very, very tiny town. And here's the school. If you guys have seen our Hunger Games fan film, Weeping Willow, you might remember it. This is where we shot the escort at the very beginning of the Reaping. You ready to do this?
Yep.
Let's do this. Alright, so here we go. This is where we're going to be shooting. love the orange tables, or the orange table.
They could just take the pickup and signed off.
Yeah.
Those are probably screwed on, so it's almost just as much work to cover them. It works, Spock. It works. No, we did a bit of work to set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Got some more stuff to do. We've got to make some posters, things to cover the wall with. I've got to get Simon's experimental thing all ready.
Mm-hmm.
That was, I'd kind of forgotten to think about that because I was so busy working on the death rate. But now that I've got some ideas, I know what I'm going to be doing.
Yep. So it looks like we'll probably be shooting the green screen on the stage. It's a lot of controlled lighting in there, and the floor looks a lot better than the gym floor. And the rest of everything will be shot out here. So we finished looking at the gym. Got a list of things that we will need to be bringing to make that work. And now we're just kind of checking around the outside of the school. We have a location, a scene that's outside, so we're just trying to find a specific location. And I think we're probably gonna end up shooting right there on the steps, which that's exactly where we shot before for Weeping Willow, but definitely has the look that I like. We're gonna have the boys just sitting on the steps.
This is a nice location. I think that if your main shooting directions are this way, and this way we've got stuff on this wall, nothing on that one. So I'm wondering if we should make or find something to put on that wall just to break that up, or if you like the contrast of having interesting wall, boring wall.
Not so much, just because we're not going to be able to get very far away from the wall, and so it will be kind of just like really, really flat shot, which I know will not make Max happy.
Although I'm not really excited about having to come up with something else to put on a wall.
Yeah. Okay, so we walked up a level from the other stairway that we were looking at, and this looks a lot better. Like, there's more light, it's more open, and we won't be dodging quite so much stuff on the walls. You can see it's just much brighter. We won't be dealing with a bunch of papers and stuff on the walls up there. And this stairway. I like the elevators, they're the right color, and they just lend, like, the school feels bigger when you see that. We're gonna walk along to the other side to see if there's another space just like this, and if it looks any different. Ooh. I like this even more, like it's less, look at the history.
Yeah. This is the bookcase with all these old encyclopedias.
And it's so colorful. This is probably just me, but I'm like, ew, color.
No, I agree with that one.
You don't have the elevators, so we're gonna have to be able to make the best decision about that one because we are struggling with on the second one with the bookcase. It looks really cool, but just in that direction. With the first one we looked at with like the elevators and stuff, that looked,
yeah.
It looked better. I mean, it didn't look as good, but it looked okay in all directions. So we're gonna have to figure out which will be better.
I know I liked that bookcase, but the backgrounds, craft beads, and colorings on the walls,
Yeah.
versus the elevators. I don't know.
Well, we can take it home and show Max's DP and Rachel and see what they think. And I got lots and lots of pictures. So walking out from a successful tech scout, we now have a plan. We have a list of things that we either need to get or we need to bring. We're gonna go home and get some work done. Thanks for watching, guys.